back now with some good news happening in Michiana. Yesterday, we told you about the opening of that massive Amazon fulfillment center in Elkhart.
Yes, there were a lot of bigwigs, so to speak, at this site, including Indiana's governor. But take a look at these pictures. There were also some community organizations in attendance there as well, including local nonprofit 5 Star Life, which also got a huge surprise grant from Amazon worth $25,000 as part of a new partnership between the organization and Amazon itself.
You know, for 20 years, 5 Star Life has been a beacon for kids in our community when it comes to their transformation in the classroom and beyond.
Yeah, the president and co-founder of that organization, Seth Moss, joins us live right now in studio to tell us more about this partnership between you guys and Amazon. This is amazing. First off, congratulations.
First, thanks for having me. I love being with you guys. My mind is still like boggled over what happened yesterday.
I can imagine.
It wasn't like expected.
Sure.
They'd been vetting us and getting to know us and build a relationship, and then they sent an invite. Hey, come to this ribbon cutting ceremony.
Right.
And the next thing I know, they're handing me this check for $25,000, and I'm just like speechless.
And walk us through that. Like, when people don't realize there's a lot of stuff going on in the background. We see this big monstrosity off the toll road being built, but Amazon is trying to also make a foothold in this community by meeting some of the groups and learning about them. Is that the case for you guys?
Yeah, they want to learn about the community, and it's interesting. We kind of think of these huge companies as like, you know, I don't know, taken away from the culture of the community. And actually, they're pretty smart. They understand that the health of the community and the quality of their employees it's really tied to their bottom line. Right? So anyways, they announced some other cool things, like they're actually funding any employee can take classes from Ivy Tech.
Wow.
They want people to continue their education.
Oh, it's amazing.
So they're really doing some great things. So yesterday was big because you have a governor and Governor Braun that, like, he's trying to free up industry to really flourish, but he's also trying to tie industry to education.
Got it.
And then the Secretary of Education, the DOE, she has an initiative and she's tasked with tying education to industry. Then you have Amazon, who is doing the same thing, saying, hey, we're a big industry.
Right.
We're not only just adding tremendous economic value here, but we're going to support our employees, and then we're going to get to know the community to say, how can we help education flourish? So it's a big deal.
Yeah, it is a big deal. Okay, it's been a little more than 24 hours. Have you thought about how you're going to use the money yet?
Yeah, so a part of what one of the reasons I think they chose us is because we are aligned with the Department of Education's new initiative, kind of their pathways. So many kids, if you talk to educators, 5th grade teachers through high school, kids' mindsets, which is what we focus on.
Absolutely.
They're not focused on learning. They're bored. They're checked out, right? They're dropping through the cracks.
Wow.
So what we're doing is we're aligning education with hands-on learning, like agriculture, blacksmithing, learning while doing, and it's engaging kids. So
we've had you on before, but there are people who are watching who may not know. Talk about that, because you said it, mindset, that is at the core of 5 Star Life. You guys have been doing this for several years here. Talk about that background a little bit.
Well, if you want to move the needle, I mean, there's so much research and evidence for this, but if you want to move the needle, you can slap Band-Aids and try all sorts of things, but if you don't get to the core operating system of how we think and what we believe, if I don't think I have the ability to learn, and if I don't think what I'm learning has any value to my future, in other words, if this chair isn't linked to a future, right, I'm going to be checked out.
There you go.
So that's why they like organizations like 5 Star Life, because we're linking the two.
That's huge.
And I love it. You think about life right now, and I feel for kids. There's a lot of pressure. You got social media. So you are working with these kids to kind of get back to the core of like being a kid and being a good person, right?
Absolutely. The value system is one thing, but then even education. So we have this greenhouse, and they're learning where food comes from. We had a kid. After we're talking about the life cycle, and they're planting seeds, watching the harvest. He's like, so if I take this Cheeto in my lunch and I plant it in the ground, I can grow a bag of chips? No, that's not how it works.
Sure. So, love that.
But that's where their minds are.
Right.
So they're curious and they're learning.
And just putting down the phones and the video games is huge.
I want to ask you, because you got all of these different locations or campsites that you guys call them, where they can go out and learn these things, which we could have on our website, WNU.com. But really quickly, how is it navigating these spaces and these distractions that kids are facing right now to get to that core operating system, if you will?
Well, you've got to remove the noise. That's why we partner with schools and other nonprofits to say, you've got to have a consistent time where you're taking kids through this, and you're helping them set some boundaries, have some agents in your own life, and understand and connect the dots that, okay, this stuff is toxic for my brain, my mental health, and my social life.
Really quickly, for people at home, how can they get involved?
Go to 5starlife.org, go to our website. We have so many opportunities to get involved.
Gotcha. We appreciate you. Seth, a godsend.
Congrats.
Always.
I
Congratulations.
appreciate you.
We know
Thank you
you'll
so
use
much.
that.
Anytime. Always
Yes.
invited.
Yes.
Always invited back.